Could someone literally start a channel tomorrow called YouTube 64 AI, clone my voice, copy my thumbnails, retell my videos, and basically replace me? Honestly, maybe. Kind of. That sounds terrifying until you realize that there's a reason some people remember Tony Hawk and barely remember this Razor scooter game that I'm playing, which I rented one time at Blockbuster. I think this was a Blockbuster exclusive or something. But anyway, did you guys even know that a Razor scooter game existed in the style of Tony Hawk? Anyway, it's actually, as you can see through the gameplay here, it's actually not that bad. But everybody remembers Tony Hawk because Tony Hawk was pretty much the one who invented the formula. He's the one with the breakthrough, right? He's the godfather of all these other clones and other games that decided to kind of replicate the formula. The people that Neversoft, Activision, whoever made this beautiful masterpiece, were in their bag when they created this beautiful type of game where you could flow from rail to rail. You had the pro skaters there, and it was just a beautiful symphony that came together all at once at the right time. Now, this literally birthed a new division. They called it O2 Activision or something like that. And you guys know what games came after. All the clones, all the copycats. You had, of course, the OG Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And then you had Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX for all you bicycle heads. And then you had Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder. Can't leave out the snowboarders, right? I'm not even done yet. And then you had, there was one, a surfer one, Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer. I remember that. I was like, you can really grind on top of waves? Anyway, I think there was one more. I know I'm forgetting one. I hope I don't forget it. There were a couple other adjacent games like Dave Mira's Pro something. Was that one of the part of the Pro series? I don't know, but you guys get the point. Oh, and then finally, guys, this Razor scooter. This is a random Razor scooter game that you're watching right now. Are these games fondly remembered? I mean, some were pretty good actually, but the one that has the staying power and everybody still talks about today is the granddaddy of them all, right? Because he was the OG Tony Hawk. You guys are probably like, why are you telling me all this? Well, I'm telling you guys to prove a point that even though, all these clones and copies came, the OG is still revered as the best and it has the most staying power. Now, if your YouTube channel, if someone decides to steal your idea or do the same thing you're doing, extract your transcripts, put it into an AI voice and clone your voice and make the same videos, people are still going to go to the source. People are still going to be like, nope, I want the OG. So that's a little bit of cup half full optimism for everybody there because AI is coming, right? And a lot of people on YouTube are using AI to kind of copy what's working. They're copying the most subscribed creators, the most hyped videos. They're literally scraping the data and they're recreating the videos. I don't know what program they're using. But this is something that exists. Now, I want everybody listening to me to ask yourselves one question. Can my content be copied? Can my format be copied? Can my channel be copied? The answer is probably yes, but you know what can't be copied? Ding, 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 ding. Your personality, your authenticity, your personalized opinions and thoughts and the way you grew up and experiences, that cannot be copied because AI has no soul. So let's not go all doomer about it right now because we have no idea what's going to happen in the future. But let me ask you guys this. You guys think that people weren't copying people before the introduction of AI? Really? Really? I'll tell you right now. There are already people who steal other people's ideas, steal other people's content, their formats, literally their scripts, word for word. They might rework it a little bit. And this is before they even had AI tools. They would literally have to go in there, tweak some words, and they would just come on YouTube and literally give a rehashed version of a different creator script, and they would pass it off as their own. So that was already happening before AI. AI is just gonna, I guess, make it go faster and make the process more optimized. But guys, people were already, you guys think my channel is original? Guys, actually, let me just tell you, guys, I'm actually the first one in history to have video game footage on in the background and talk over it. I invented this, okay? My format, totally unique, cannot be copied. No, guys, my, commentary, this is what commentary channels started, right? Let's Play started it before that. Game footage on screen and talking, narrating while they played. Like, I'm not like breaking the mold here. The only thing that I'm doing differently in terms of my channel is, I don't think this is, well, no, that's a lie. I was going to say, I don't think anyone has ever done this and talked about, YouTube advice. But yes, there are channels that talk about YouTube advice. But I think mine's the only one who's done the N64 footage and had the N64 angle and went for all the old heads and the millennials, right? So that it makes me unique, I guess. And also my way of delivering the message, my way of delivering jokes, the mistakes I make in my recordings. AI, go ahead, AI, try and copy my mistakes. And, and it's also funny too, in some of my older videos, I used to actually record while I was playing the gameplay, like it was live. And I did that for a reason. I was like, if I'm like, an AI is going to have a hard time copying my script if in the middle of my script and delivering this message, it just starts a bunch of incoherent ramblings about Mario Party and how I hurt my wrist, playing Castaway. It's going to be like, what? Can't compute and break down, right? So I was like, this is a hedge against AI copying my videos if I did it this way. But I ended up transitioning out of that because I found out that, some people like to listen to these videos without watching. They'll just put it in their earphones and they don't really understand when I start talking about things that are happening in the game on screen. Not only that, those older videos on my channel, I ramble a lot. I pad them a lot with like talking about the game. So those videos ended up being like 25 to 30 minutes. I was like, that's too long. My videos don't need to be that long. So anyway, the beauty of YouTube is that yes, AI can copy everything else. They can copy your channel. They can copy your editing. They can copy your thumbnails. They can copy your voice, but they cannot copy all the weird little intricacies that make you you, right? The weird takes, the references, the connection that you have with your audience, because they know you're an actual human being. And I'm telling you that viewers are going to start to crave authenticity more and more and more, as the platform is just going to continue to become more and more saturated with AI videos and AI slop. And yeah, I mean, I think YouTube is putting things in place to where it's going to label something as AI, even if the creator itself doesn't check that little box, which, and I think they should do this filtering thing too. They should say, hey, filter out all the videos that are AI. You can actually do that and just leave, normal videos. Like, that would be crazy if they did that. But anyway, this was just a video, not like a doomer video. It's more of like, hey, we still exist. We're still here. And even though AI can come in and do my job or your job 20x the speed, they cannot replicate our souls, and they cannot replicate our connection with each other.